Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. An absolutely amazing reaction here to our support area that I defined for you in the last video. Talked about that already in my first video earlier today. We looked at Solana coming down in 5 waves. Had a short trade option here. Talked about that yesterday. Yeah, that this could be a wave 4. Should react to it in the orange resistance area, which it did. First target was here between $22 and $22.50. And then we talked about it in the last video and said, we've got 5 waves down. Target here, $22.50. Support box should react to it in some way. And it did, and it's rallying. And technically we could now say that the low might be in. Now it's a bit too early to say that. We cannot confirm that, of course. But it's not about that. As you know, it's not about confirming it. The confirmation will happen late. The real confirmation will only happen really when we break above the B wave high at 2680. But the whole point here is that we have a possible area to scale in, to trade, a support area that is relevant. Yeah, made you aware that we will have a lot of support in this area, confluence, because we had here the 2208 level, the 2254 level. Those levels were, and again, I don't want to say it's like magic, but it's mathematics, it's Fib levels, Fibonacci extensions. It's always quite funny, because if you take a look at this one, the ideal target for a C wave is to take the length of the A wave, compare it to the length of the C wave, and you get here to that first level at 2250, yeah? So we reacted to that perfectly. That was the A to C ratio, a perfect target. C wave, same length as the A wave. That's where we had the first support level. And the second support level, which was very close here, 2208, was if we take the length of the wave W, go to the high of the wave X, and then you get here the, didn't do it super accurately now, but the $22 level, the 1-to-1 ratio. And that is how this first support area was formed. And yeah, so far we're following here the idea that this here was just a wave 4. Again, the wave 4 could possibly be finished now. We might have just had a so-called running flat. But as you can see, this is not yet confirmed. We had rallies here, here, and here, and it was all just part of a correction. Which means, yeah, what you can do now if you entered, you can just move up your stop loss. Yeah, I just have to say it again and again, because what many don't understand is there is currently no way to say that the wave 4 is over. It might be over. Yeah, I mean, we have fulfilled the minimum requirements, which means we've done the 1-to-1 ratio on the A to C wave. And we had 5 waves down. So the C wave could be complete, even in just a running flat pattern. Yeah, would have liked for the wave 4 to get into this region, and maybe it still does it. But that's why I gave you in the previous video already this first target area, which we now reacted to. Okay, so let's see if we now get the 5th wave. I think it's time for anybody who entered now to move up the stop loss or take some partial profits even. I mean, honestly, for anybody who entered today down here, had a buy limit order set in the support area, I mean, you have an intraday profit, you know, of around like 13-14%, which is amazing. I mean, why not take some partial profits? Yeah, at least partial. I mean, again, it's up to you, of course. You could just move up the stop loss, but eventually this will come down. We now have a possible 5-wave move to the upside here, which means obviously let's assume the low might be in. What we get then is also here a possible 5-wave move up in wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that, and you will get a wave 2 retracement if it holds. Yeah. So obviously we don't know at this stage if this is going to be a breakout. It could be, but we had a rally here and here and here. So the whole point is here to trade those pivot points, and don't get too bothered about the lower degree wave count, because this is going to change anyway. The waves help us to understand where is a, let's call it a high probability reversal point, and where are these support areas or resistance areas that we should react to. So it's looking good at the moment. Let's assume I will adjust now the target for the 5th wave based on the assumption that we have now bottomed there. Obviously, again, I don't know yet. Oops, I didn't I don't know yet, but if it follows through, the trade will be successful. And if it doesn't, you can just move up your stop loss. Yeah, and then you get stopped out in profit or break even. And then you can re-enter when it comes down again. So yeah, okay, so I mean, the very, very, very first target would be the 38.2 fib level at 28.68. Understand that. However, it's not the most likely target. The most likely target would actually be, why do I have it twice now here? I'll probably do it again. Something's wrong here. So the 38.2 fib extension is the very first target that is relevant for a wave 5, but it's not necessarily the most likely one. Let's try that again. Don't know what's going on here. One sec. Once again. Yeah, now it works. Yeah, okay. So the most likely one would actually be 32.40. You know what I do in the first instance, I'm going to mark this area between 28.63 and 32.40. That is the area where I would expect it to get into. Obviously, we need to see how do we react to that area, yeah? And also the subdivisions, when they develop, we will be able to identify a clearer target. And again, I have to say it very clearly. At this stage, I'm not going to be able to tell you if the low is already in. This is just one large green candle. So it could still be part of that corrective mess. We could even develop some kind of a larger triangle here or something. But important is we reacted to that support area. So let's just wait for the next setup, which might be the wave 2 low. And maybe tomorrow we'll know more and I keep you updated. Okay, and that's my update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.